SparkUp Sundays.
Yo. What is it? Yo, it's your man, Young Proper.
Showing Rich. Poor little Rich.
Man, we in this bitch again. It's SparkUp Sundays. Y'all listening to Shot a Buzzer, Whoa, off that Queen of Kensington.
Whoa. And make sure you find that in that Thayer Street, man.
Thayer Street.
Everywhere. Wherever you got music, man, you will find it. We gonna let it finish up a little bit, cause you know it's SparkUp Sunday, so you know what we gotta do. Twist up.
Come my way, it's crunch time. I'm gon' shine, I want mine. Better than this new generation, I spit rhymes. Ate a lot of oodles and noodles, that's hard times. SparkUp taking over, people game over. Philly bout the pop lane, rappers move over. We sweeping through the city, man, I already told ya. Yo. SparkUp music taking over, man. Taking over the motherfucking city.
Yeah, we back at it. SparkUp Sundays, you know what it is. Actually, we're not back at it. This is number one. Number one.
Uno. That's number uno. Movie making Mitch can't be here, but you know what I'm saying. We still gonna keep it rocking and rolling. You know, still gonna have all the good content. So, first things fucking first, man.
Back in
this fucking Tekashi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, I woke up this morning. I'm in a group on Facebook. We message, and somebody I seen a picture. The first thing I seen it had like 35 notifications, and I opened the message stream and I see this man's face, and I'm like, whoa, no pun intended, because this man was out here looking like the Elephant Man for a split second.
Yeah, man, he got pistol whipped, kidnapped, and hospitalized.
Not in that order.
Somewhat of that order.
Somewhat of that order, though.
I feel like it was almost generally in that order. He definitely was. He might have been kidnapped first and then pistol whipped.
Right.
They did that man dirty.
But apparently, so the reports are stating, as reported by TMZ, that he was in his car. Well, he was in the back of a car, because apparently when you're famous in Hollywood, you need a driver. So the car gets hit from behind, or tapped, as reports say, and two assailants hop out of the vehicle that hit them and proceeded to rob the driver and pistol whip him and take his iPhone, then take 6ix9ine out of the back of the vehicle and drag him to their car and throw him into their whip, and proceeded to take him to his house, his own house in Los Angeles, or wherever he was staying at the time, have him call his girlfriend and say, yo, you got to bring the jewelry here because they're going to kill me if you don't.
So that man basically got held hostage and they got ransom. Then they fucking just left him there.
But as far as the police report states, he wasn't harmed by the time the police took a report.
So how did he get hospital? See what you're trying to touch upon.
Yeah.
See what you're getting at.
Where was that security at?
Yeah.
Like, you're this famous. You're famous enough to have a driver. How come you don't have security?
I mean,
secondly, isn't that why you have a publicist? These people, where's your management team doing that? They have you out here knowing that you're somewhere that you're not wanted by yourself. Like
they got that man. They left him out to dry. They knew it was going to happen. He got banned in so many places. You know what I mean? So
it's rough, man.
Yeah, dude. He
I think
done and done, man. I feel like a lot of people are going to rally behind him now. You know what I mean? All the people that were hating on him are now going to be like, oh, why are you going to do that, man? He's just an artist trying to make it. You know what I'm saying?
I think another big thing is why haven't you learned from the immediate past? We just lost XXX, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why are you out here lacking? Why are you by yourself? There's no reason why you... Come on, we already know it's Hollywood. It's Hollywood, all the rappers, they all have security guards. It's nothing to be ashamed of. This is why you are rich. You're rich. And
you're in the spotlight.
You're in the spotlight. You are a target at all times, especially when you make the music you make. So you just gotta be aware of your surroundings. And I don't want to make it seem like this happening to him is his fault, but at the same time, it's like just be cautious of your
It's just
surroundings.
it's just awareness. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know who you are. You know, first of all, you know who you are. You know the rep that comes with you, and you know the way people perceive you. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. That's just stupid on his part. I mean, not only want to say that because he is in the hospital, he might, be fucked up. So, like, what I mean, that shit sucks. But at the same time, it's still like, yo, he done fucked up. And then, all right, so
moving on.
Yeah, off of that, we're gonna do San Diego Comic-Con.
San Diego Comic-Con.
San Diego Comic-Con was this weekend. None of us could go. Not at all, because we're all broke as fuck.
Some broke boys.
Some broke boys. So that's how that shit happened. But they dropped a whole shitload of trailers. I mean, a nice amount. But what we really want to talk about is coming straight from DC, which most people at this point in time wouldn't be into really talking about because the DCEU is on such a flop. But
I don't think it is.
it is, dude. I mean, Justice League didn't make shit, bro.
Just because it just didn't make anything doesn't mean people don't think it's good.
Yeah, man.
Fan review, critic review, and theater box office run are all three things that are calculated, sorted together, but sometimes they're more separate. Like, it could be horribly received by the critics, but have a great theatrical run and be well divided by fans. Or it could just be well taken by fans and have a shitty critic and shitty revenue brought in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
Very
the fans might love it. The fans could love it. That's not debatable. I liked it. I thought Justice League was a really good movie.
I thought all
You know what I mean?
were-
For what it was and how they rushed it, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
But I mean, look
I
at
think-
it.
I
Look at
think
it as a
it's
whole. Marvel shitting on DC, and it's not.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I feel like it's well deserved because DC was shitting on Marvel for a long time. Marvel went almost bankrupt in the '90s.
Yeah. Very
I
true.
think that DC is going to have a great ending because it's all going to be gods. All gods are going to fight.
Yeah, but they're about to bring gods into Avengers 4, bro.
Yeah, but it took them this long to bring gods in.
Because they come on. That's the reason. That's the reason why. That's the reason why DC is messed up. Because DC tried to rush everything. Marvel took their time. They planted the seeds and they seen what they can do and what they can get away with. Once Guardians of the Galaxy came out, they were like, "Yo, we can do whatever the fuck we want now."
Pretty much,
Like, you know what I
man.
mean? They had a talking raccoon and a
Well, look,
fucking tree.
most
Come on.
DC
Yeah, like
Most DC characters are gods, though. So it's not like they rushed bringing in gods. Most of the DC
No, what they
characters are
rushed.
I think
No,
what-
what they rushed was the team.
yeah.
They didn't rush, like, because honestly, the new gods are basically like their enemies.
Yeah.
You got Darkseid and fucking Steppenwolf and all them. You know what I'm saying? But they rushed the team. They rushed. They squeezed everything together. They had so many.
Had to hit the L.
Had to hit the L. They had so many years between Man of Steel and Batman v Superman where
Yes.
they could have did something.
Yeah.
They could have put Wonder Woman's movie there. You know what I mean? They could have put fucking Aquaman movie there. You know what I mean? The Flash could have been last because he could have been the last person that they found. You know what I mean? Or it still could be the same Justice League movie, but like you see these characters beforehand. That's what makes you gain that kind of connection with them. That's why Avengers was such a lightning in the bottle. You know what I mean? It was so captured perfectly.
Because they already had the watcher emotionally invested into the film, which is like essentially what DC lacked. Like they had it with the whole Batman trilogy because everybody, when Batman dropped, you were in that movie theater.
Yeah.
Like they.
I still think they should have used him instead of Ben Affleck.
Well, no, they could. They could have. Actually, the world they were trying to build off of first was Green Lantern, and that movie fucking flopped. Like bounced
As
on its
reported
ass
by
hard as
Deadpool.
shit. As reported by Deadpool. Shout out Deadpool.
Shout out Deadpool.
You know what I'm saying? Fourth wall breaking all day, every day. But yeah, so the two trailers were the Shazam trailer and the Titans trailer. And the Aquaman trailer. The Shazam trailer did drop, but we'd rather talk about the Aquaman trailer.
Yes.
Yeah, because the Shazam trailer, that's it. We'll get into that maybe a little bit in a little bit. So,
Aquaman trailer. Let me start off. That Aquaman trailer was amazing. The CGI work, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jason Momoa doing his fucking thing, just got the hair blowing, jumping out of planes and shit. You know what it is. Like he does his fucking thing.
and I
It
mean,
just looks great.
the
Black
color,
Manta looks fucking
they
amazing.
got his costume on point.
Oh
something
my
sickening.
god, it looks so good. It makes no sense why it looks so good. It's insane.
The colors.
The
way they made the underwater look.
His
You know what I
eyes.
mean? Huh?
Man, his eyes.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
that
CGI
yeah.
that
The
they
suit. The
use.
suit's
Yeah.
fucking beautiful. They
It's
got
just
that to the
great.
T. Pulled right from the comic book. You know what I'm saying?
You heard it here first. Young Proper said it. Aquaman is going to be, if not the greatest, one of the greatest DC greater universe
You mean Worlds of DC?
or worlds of DC, if you will, films. It's amazing. It's amazing for no reason.
Yeah, it's solid. Definitely a solid trailer.
And if
too.
it
I
flops,
mean, for
you won't hear from me for like probably like a week. I'm gonna just be MIA.
I mean, out of that, and I think between that and Shazam, just after seeing the Shazam trailer too, unless they do more CGI work to the Shazam movie, which I feel like they're gonna. I think that was like a real bare bones. Yeah, I feel like that was a real bare bones. Like this is, like I think they're still gonna work on it. They have until I think it's next May.
And
I think
plus,
next May it comes out.
if everybody forgot, The Rock's playing Black Adam.
That's happening way more down the road now. They've been talking about
They
that.
might,
Yeah.
at the end of it, that's what I'm saying.
No, they already said that's
For
not happening.
Shazam?
They already said that's not happening.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Unless they're like trying to be like, look over here, and then you know what I'm saying, throw it in there, which they could. I mean, it's not like they can't.
That's crazy.
Plus, The Rock's in his movie mode right now.
What is The Rock not his movie mode?
Fucking real, dude.
I mean, he can have a match at WrestleMania. I feel this is rough. I might
won't
make a
wrestle
bold
no more.
statement.
He's not a
I might make
He
a
can't
bold
because Hollywood won't let him. Whatever contracts he signs, and he's not allowed to go back to the WWE. For one, because of contractual reasons, he could do appearances.
That's
do
not what I was
one-
gonna say though, but I was more so gonna get on the. I kind of feel like when he did go back to the WWE, it was usually around the time he had a movie coming out.
Oh yeah, for promotional reasons.
Of course.
Why wouldn't he
It's
use
like-
that platform? And Vince McMahon's gonna love it because whenever you hear that The Rock's gonna be
Gotta do
there,
my Vince
or when The
McMahon
Rock
impression.
shows up, first of all, that shit starts trending automatically.
It's like Lesnar.
Yeah. No.
By the way, Lesnar on the
No,
mic
when
is
they
one of the
come out, it's
scariest
like-
things.
Yeah.
Like
intense.
that is like
It's intense.
Lesnar on the mic is one of the scariest things. Like, cause you see this giant brute, and he's like, "Yo, that man can crush your face with his bare hands," and he's like, "Hey guys," it's like, "What is that? My name is Jeff."
my name Jeff. That thing I sent you. How to get your girl back in 2018.
Yeah, right. That
Fucking
shit's
hilarious. What's
yeah.
my favorite meme? What's 9 plus 10? 21.
I love you, man.
I love you, man. Fucking hilarious. But, yeah, so next up after that was the Titans trailer.
21.
21. You stupid.
I'm not stupid. What's 9 plus 10? 21? You stupid.
So the Titans trailer. I know this is
It's dark.
it's Batman. You know what I'm saying? With Robin and everything. I know Batman's not going to be in it.
Fuck
but
Batman.
fuck Batman.
Yeah, what Batman are they going off of? Is
They're
it
not
just a
really. I
random
don't know if
Batman?
they're going to show Batman, bro. I mean, I haven't read
Is it going
anything
to
or
be
seen anything
fucking
that
an
said it.
older Bruce Wayne from Gotham?
I mean, who knows if they're even in Gotham? They might be in Gotham because people are mentioning Batman, but it also could be that since they know who Robin is through reputation at this point,
Well, he's a cop
he's
in
associated
Gotham,
with
too.
Batman. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like if you see Robin, you're like, oh, where's Batman at? Like, because he could be in what is it, Bloodhaven?
Bloodhaven.
Yeah, so he could be in Bloodhaven because he's going to eventually become Nightwing. So it would make sense if they started in
And he's
Bloodhaven.
older.
Yeah, so
So
I'm
he's already
saying.
older. He's already working for the police department.
Yeah, so you know what I mean. That could just be off of reputation. They don't have to show Batman after that.
Raven's like a little girl.
Yeah, so I'm saying Beast Boy's young too. Starfire's a little bit older, but that's also like how they were going with the new, with
She's
those
always
new
been
like the
older.
animated movies.
How you guys feel about Sister playing Starfire?
I like it. I honestly I don't think it would have really worked with a white girl. Not even trying to like be on no like nitpicking racist shit. Like you know what I mean. Like if you, yeah.
I don't know why that just happened, but
I wasn't being
said the
wrong.
R word.
Oh, racist. Oh.
Oh.
We're gonna table that.
Yeah,
But,
right.
But I mean, only because like you gotta realize they probably would have took more CG.
Yeah.
Because Starfire in the comic, she's orange, so she's tan. You know what I mean?
I mean a good spray tan, dude. Like good spray tan, no shower.
Yeah. I
Right in there.
I
Get her
get
a wig on, some green contacts. You're good. Let's go. Oompa
Fucking-
loompa it up. You know what it is.
fucking ready. But yeah, so I mean that's cool. They didn't really show what Beast Boy can do, and I hope they go the route of maybe him transforming into smaller things, and maybe like on like the big fights he transforms into something huge. It's only because of budgetary reasons. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Like a gorilla.
Yeah, like I feel like that would be something they would save for, like, you know what I mean, like the last boss fight, because they're supposed to fight Trigon, like Freeman's supposed to be like one of the main things they like they're circling around. Yeah,
almost like how she had her own arc in the original Teen Titans.
Yeah, everyone had an arc though in the original Teen Titans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like following that.
Yeah. And they're also gonna have Hawk and Dove in it. You saw that
Which
when that
is
bitch
cool.
fucking broke the dude's leg with her fucking wings. Slid down, sliced that man's whole tendon. He was just sitting there with half a leg.
It's dark. It's dark.
It's very dark, but it looks good.
But they're going for the R rating. I don't know, man. I feel like
I don't like Dick Grayson.
they have
killing
2 more
people.
months. It's supposed to drop, I think, in September.
I also agree with that, Sean. I don't like the fact that Dick Grayson is out here killing people. That is weird as fuck. Like, that is not supposed to happen.
Well, I mean, that's elements of Jason Todd, who is another Robin.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
Dick
But
Grayson
like,
is the
they're
first
also
Robin.
separate people.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you can't amalgamate.
This is true. Excuse me, I gotta drink my water.
Just depends on how they're going to make this universe.
Because who knows if that's going to connect to anything? Because I don't think that shit would work on the CW, Jones. Do you imagine that Robin popping in and just instead of like them like subduing the main villain, he just fucking walks in and snaps his neck. This is how you get shit done. Well, no, I can't even really say that though, because in the last crossover last year, they fucking ended it by offing everybody. Everybody got killed. All the villains. No, my fault. Reverse Flash stayed alive. Everybody else was just offed. It was just done.
It's kind of how it was in the Flashpoint Paradox, if you remember. It ended with the Flash running into the Speed Force.
Yeah.
And everybody else being wiped out by a bomb that Reverse Flash had made.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nuts. But moving on, back into the movie world, we had some big news over the last couple days
Oh yeah, James Gunn.
with this James Gunn.
And
Oh,
Marvel,
man.
yeah. Since we were talking about DC, you know we gotta get a little bit of Marvel in here. But this is on some horrible news. If we're
Horrible.
going to be
Nasty.
serious about it. Because,
He
I don't
got
even
caught
know.
asking about little kids.
yeah, I don't even know how to feel about it. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, he did. It was somebody found his tweets about it.
Yeah, his tweets.
And it was just like, he brought such great movies to the universe. And it's like, he was supposed to be the staple going forward. And now it's like, I don't know. Yeah, now it's like he's just out. Like, he's not going to come back. I mean, obviously they're going to keep his ideas, you know what I mean? The script's already written for Guardians 3, so they're just going to bring in another director. So,
But I think it was going to look the same. 'Cause all the sport.
I don't know. I had this conversation with Prop the other day when I actually brought the topic up to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, you could bring in a new director and you can give him the guy's script, but at the end of the day, that new director is going to want to put his vision on it. And that's like Marvel's main go with when they get directors. They're like, you have full reign. Like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, we'll make little notes here and there, but we're not going to try and put our whole hand on
Well,
it.
apparently there's a lot of people pulling for him to be rehired.
Well, it was so long ago, I heard someone had to go really far back to find them Jones. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like, that's like, why would you? I mean, obviously, people get, especially when you get that big, you know, you start getting people that dig shit up on you.
Yeah.
Just for the simple fact of who you are. And Marvel Universe, as it stands right now, is one of the biggest things in Hollywood. There's nothing really touching it.
But, like, not to downplay what he was talking about. Apparently he was talking about something, like, I don't know exactly what was quoted, but I know for a fact that it was along the lines of rape and a little child.
Yes.
And that's punishable on any level. No one's going to tolerate that. That's,
I would fucking snap. That's disgusting. It's just disgusting.
And it's like now, like the whole cosmic side of things is just now all thrown out of whack because he was the person who had the whole vision for everything. I mean, obviously he shared the vision with Marvel, and they have already started molding it, so they have a general idea. But like his input was awesome in Infinity War. He kept his characters literally like they were straight from the Guardians movies. Like you could tell, like it was the same director directing them because he was an executive producer on it. Just like Mike Coogler was an executive producer because of Black Panther characters. You know what I mean? The guy who plays Happy Hogan, what's his name? He's the guy who directed the first 2 Iron Mans. You know what I mean? So, and I think the person who directed the Captain America movies is the Russos. They were the main directors.
Probably Spider-Man too.
Yeah, Spider-Man's director was on it too because they wanted those directors to have an input in the movie, which I feel like is a really good thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because not a lot of studios would do that. They would be like, all right, well, we hired a whole new director to make this whole movie that's going to have all your characters in it, but you have no say. You know what I'm saying? It's all about this. It's all what this director says. John Favreau, yeah.
Favreau.
Yeah.
Favreau
plays Happy Hogan, which I feel like he's one of the like coolest characters in the Marvel universe.
He's just a funny guy.
Yeah, like whenever he pops up, like especially when he was in Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's funny as shit in Honeymooners. Yeah, no, the Couples Retreat. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Couples Retreat.
Yeah. But yeah. So now like everything's just all out of whack. Now I wonder who they're gonna let take the reins. You know what I mean? I wouldn't let the Russos do it because I don't want to burn them out. I want to save them because they have really big good ideas for the X-Men movies and like the Fantastic Four. Like they want to direct those movies so bad. So like once next summer comes and they get those rights, you know they're already gonna start writing scripts. Or already might even have something started up. You know what I mean? Because like I feel like the way they do ensemble movies, they're good at putting a lot of people together in one area. So they'll be good with the X-Men because the X-Men's a lot of characters. They'll be good with Fantastic Four because Fantastic Four is a lot of characters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Whew, man. So moving on.
Something on me?
Yeah.
That's is that weed?
Tobacco for my cigarette.
So now we're going into Young Prop's favorite category. The battle rap.
Oh Lord!
What you want to talk about? You said something about
T-Rex
that back up?
No. Listen. So in early August, there's a battle happening. I believe it's actually August 11th. Believe it or not, and this is from the league URL. Ultimate Rap League. Let me stop acting like I don't know what it is. Motherfucking Ultimate Rap League. Smack. Shout out to y'all. Smack White and Beasley. Norbs, Chico. All y'all do beautiful things. But they had a card come in, and this card is pretty much like the Super Bowl of battle rap. It's Summer Madness 7, and they had one of the big matches on the card was Iron Solomon versus Sue Surf. And anybody who knows battle rap knows these two pens are ridiculous. Like these two guys, like people, you might know Iron Solomon from the Murder Mook battle, but he did 5 rounds of Murder Mook. It wasn't the greatest 5 rounds, but like, the material was classic. On both sides, man.
And when was that battle? Was that on a URL stage?
Yes, it was on a URL stage. We're talking maybe I feel like almost 6 years ago.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
So was that Summer Madness Volume 1?
No, this is I think this might have been a Gnome. I think it's like Gnome 2 or Gnome 1 actually. So it was something crazy, but Sue Surf, great rapper. Musically, he's crazy.
That's how I first heard of Sue Surf. I heard his album Newark before I watched him on Battle Rap.
Yeah,
Newark's banging.
Did a lot of music with Joe Button.
Yeah, wait, he's from Jersey?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. He's from North Jersey, right?
Yeah, Newark. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Fucking, he did music with Joe Buttons, and it was fire. Of course, it was fire.
Shout out to Button.
Shout out to Joe Button.
So Slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse. It was crazy though. He said he had some things he had to do, and he couldn't battle. And in his defense, he also went on to say that look, there's people who back out the day of the battle. I'm giving you guys a month notice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's respectable. That's got to be respectable. And it's of course the battle's gonna
shift now.
It's just gonna shift. It's not like it's not gonna happen. But the thing is, a lot of people already paid for this pay-per-view. A lot of people already paid for tickets for the event,
expecting to see it.
So it's what's gonna happen next? So a lot of pressure kind of falls off of Sue Surf. You also gotta look at it that pressure also lands on the shoulders of Smack in the URL.
Yeah, because now they have to.
Now
They have to replace that card, that
Or-
match on the card with something as intense. You know what I mean?
Or they're gonna have to essentially give people
Now,
their
who is
money
he?
back.
Who is he supposed to battle?
He's supposed to battle Iron Solomon.
Iron Solomon. So, now are they going to make somebody battle Iron Solomon, or is it going to be like?
Wait, let me add. Iron Solomon is coming off a classic with Remedy. That battle was fire.
But are they going to have him battle somebody else, or are they going to move him because that battle was supposed to happen?
Well, personally, I don't know. Like, it hasn't been put out yet. So,
Well, in your opinion, what do you think is going to happen?
I think is going to happen. Either I know I'm putting it out there personally and saying there's no way, like, as a ticket buyer, you're getting your bread back.
No.
You're not getting that money back. So what's going to happen is they're going to
Find
somebody else to battle Solomon, and they're both going to have, like, a month prep. Which are kind of like, I don't think Solomon's pen is nice, so I don't think a month's prep is going to take away from his pen.
Yeah.
But I think like what will take away from it, not so much his pen, but like his demeanor toward the battle, is the fact that he wanted that surf battle.
Yeah.
He was looking forward to that.
So he probably had some crazy shit written.
He did a big promo on Champion. Shout out to Jay Black and Tech Nine. Champion, shake my hand, good fellas. Yeah, he did a promo on there. He was snapping. He was talking that shit. I think it was called Iron Solomon Warns to Surf. Yeah, it was rough.
That just sounds like a rough
It was
title.
rough. Like he was talking some grown man shit to this man.
Oh damn.
Like it was crazy. Yeah, but it was ironic too because I was watching how it played out and that video surfaced, like it didn't surface, but they released that video on the Champion channel on YouTube, and like the next day I seen a report that said Surf backed out, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is happening, yo? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like something's not weighing out here. Like,
So wait now with that?
I personally
are you
think-
thinking he bitched out?
I'm thinking he knew that
It was coming.
He knew he was gonna catch
what
wreck.
was about to happen. Like,
All right, well
Surf's
now
got a
this-
lot of shit that you can say to him. A lot of people might have mentioned already, but they're not gonna say it the same way Iron Solomon's gonna say it. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna say some shit to you. Like it's crazy. Like it's gonna be rough, man. It's gonna be rough. But yeah, check that Summer Madness card out.
It's definitely
URLs.
Reed is on that joint, right?
Reed, oh man, yeah.
Reed is on that
Reed
joint.
versus T-Rex is
There
gonna
you
be
go.
crazy. Reed Dollars. It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna be a movie.
That's why, you know what, man. I mean, if you bought a ticket to the event, or if you bought the pay-per-view, how can you be mad when that card, at least from the I don't watch battle rap, and I knew everybody
this
on
is
the card.
exactly how I'm gonna explain.
You know
it
what
to
I'm saying? I know that goes deeper.
And no, and
it
I'm
was-
actually siding with you. And look, we're from Philly. You know what I mean? So it's like I said, this was like the Super Bowl of battle rap.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, if one of your players get injured, all right, the next man up. Like,
Yeah,
you know
exactly,
what I mean?
exactly. You just
And they
gotta-
still went on to win the Super Bowl. So like, we're gonna see what Smack and Beasley and Chico and Norbs and all those great minds up at the URL can think of, and when we see it on the 11th, it's gonna be crazy.
Well, they'll
I mean,
definitely announce it before then,
They should, unless
and
it's
we'll
gonna be a
scoop,
surprise.
it
battle.
when we get it.
That's if they book him another battle, because they might just replace the whole thing and save that battle for another time. Yeah. Because,
All right, but
like,
then the
best
question
believe that
goes,
surf
who?
battle's happening.
All right, now here you go. Here's another good one. What would be your dream for the Super Bowl of battle raps?
Like a battle,
Like, see
replacement
how?
battle?
Yeah, they replaced that battle since that card was so
replacement
stacked.
battle.
Because you don't want to give it. You don't want to put a weak battle in
You
there.
can't use anybody that's still on the card.
Yeah, exactly. But you also don't want to put a weak battle in there.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean? So if you know what I'm saying, Smack and them are definitely not gonna, you know what I'm saying, want to put two fucking PG people up there. You know what I mean?
I would who would I want to see on that card? I would want to see I'd say B-Dot for sure. But who would he battle that's not on the card already? I would say
Well, Daylight can't. He can't battle on URL, can he?
B Dot versus Iron Solomon would be fire. That would be fire. He'd be a good replacement. No, B Dot already battled Daylight.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, in the Iron battled Daylight too.
Oh, okay. So then he's out the window.
Yeah. That was a classic too. Iron Solomon versus Daylight. Like, they were really fucking rapping in that joint. Daylight didn't come with any antics. He was talking that shit. Like, one to your roof. He said, one to your roof. Roof. Who let the dogs in? I was like, who let the dogs out? That shit was crazy.
He shot that man's whole car up. Once at your roof.
He said, one to your roof. Who let the dogs out?
Headshots.
Oh my God.
Straight clip. That's crazy. All right, so B Dot. Who else? Give us a top 2 or top 3.
I mean, that would probably be it.
Really?
Honestly, because like anybody else that I would want to see in that card is pretty much on the card. Here, I'm gonna pull the card up for you real quick so y'all can see it. But so on the card, there's Hitman Holla versus T-Rex as the headline, which is that battle is ridiculous in itself. In a long time coming. Reed Dollars versus T-Rex, Iron Solomon versus Sue Surf, which we established isn't happening. New Jersey Twerk versus DNA, which is going to be cool. Math Hoffa versus Av. This battle is going to be really interesting because Math Hoffa's been on this shit for the last, like, he fell off for a little bit, like maybe like 2 or 3 battles after this battle, after the disaster battle and that whole incident. But like, he's been cooking. He's really been cooking. Av, like, everybody know what Av does. He got caught up. Like, a lot of people was calling him out on like stealing bars and shit like that. But he's usually consistent when it comes to battles. O-Red versus Ill Will. Anybody knows battle rap knows O-Red just won Champion of the Year last year. He's walking around with a belt that he's defending. Shotgun Shook versus Geechee Gotti. That is gonna be crazy.
That name is crazy.
Geechee Gotti.
Geechee Gotti is like the Nipsey Hussle of battle rap. And no disrespect to either, because y'all both were doing y'all thing. Yo,
I fuck with Nipsey.
He's straight from the hood, bro. Like, he's straight, like, West Side Luke. Like, Shotgun Shug, man.
Where's he from?
Grape Street Crip. You from Jersey, from Patterson. Shotgun Shug asking people what they life like.
That's where my folks are from.
Man, this shit is rough, man. It's gonna be crazy.
There.
Yeah, but so my dream battle, like if I had to replace the battle, since Surf backed out of that Iron Solomon battle, I would definitely replace Surf with B Dot. I feel like B Dot has been on a tear, and I feel like he deserves to battle somebody of that stature at this point in his career. Granted, he's only a couple battles in, but look at the people he's already killed. Like, he beat Danny Myers, the bar god. He beat Daylight. He beat Daylight clearly.
These were solid defeats?
These are solids on platforms. Like, he beat Daylight clearly. He beat Danny Myers clearly. Give that man Iron Solomon. B-Dot versus Iron Solomon. I'm campaigning for it right now. You heard it here first.
Heard it here first, people. Alright, well, I think we should go to this week in music. The one big thing I feel like, we've been talking about a lot was The Dream.
Yes.
Yeah, The Dream sold 75% of his publishing and his discography for
23 million.
Banging.
And he keeps 5%, so whatever they use, he still makes 5% off it.
Yeah.
So like he still has his hand in it. He just dropped from having 100% to 5%, which is probably still going to be a nice chunk. You know what I mean?
He's
coming
still
in,
musical.
and he still does his own stuff. Like he was just on Kanye's album.
Yeah.
He was on that song "Mine Enough" or whatever it is, or "Wouldn't Leave." Yeah, he's on that joint. I think
it was. It's called All Mine.
All Mine. Yeah.
All Mine. And
All Mine.
That's how it works.
That's All Mine.
Oh no, I'm talking about he's on he's on Wouldn't Leave.
Oh yeah, Wouldn't Leave. Yeah.
He does like a little piece on there. But yeah, man, I feel like that's a really smooth move too.
Drake.
Oh yeah, the Drake and Shiggy thing.
Yeah.
About him.
Yeah.
Paying Shiggy 250 G's.
I see nothing wrong with it.
I mean,
I see nothing wrong with
What
it.
did Fab say? It ain't tricking if you got it.
yeah.
I'm tricking if you got it.
All right, now you say
They
it like
both
that,
did.
then, yeah.
They both deny it though.
Yeah, both camps are definitely reporting that they're not. They have no idea what people are talking about.
It's just a marketing scheme. Like,
Bro, I feel like that's like
pay for marketing.
even if you like, I don't feel like why.
But then why not come out and say it?
I don't understand that. That's
because
my
it's
whole
better
thing.
to have the did they do it or didn't they do it? You're just going to be feed more into it.
Yeah, you might feed more into it, but then it's also going to start making more people see Drake in a darker light than he
After
wants to
he
be.
got called ghostwriting, I don't think you can really see him any darker.
That's what. That's what like. Look, I'll put it to you like this. I like in hip hop. You're here for rapping. You're here because you're nice with words. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't care if you can dance or not. I don't care if you made up a dance. Did you write your bars?
Yeah.
Did you write your bars? Like that's it. Like
Bro, this isn't about if he made up the dance. The thing is that he paid Bull to make the
like
dance.
even if he did,
Like the dance
yeah.
wouldn't that
It's
wouldn't
not-
be a thing in his
But-
album. And it is just like
Okay,
you
so
said. It's like
let's-
marketing.
Let's do it this way. He paid him before he did it himself, and put it on Instagram, and now everybody's still doing it. But Drake, like you know what I mean, like Shaq.
But then again, that's
not
not natural. I mean, as cool as the publicity stunt as that is, and if he did pay him, I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's not like it's that big of a deal. But at the same time, it's like now if you take it that way, I didn't know that.
I mean,
if
like,
Shiggy
is that
did
what
it
they're
and
doing
then
now?
Drake did it and then that's what blew it up,
Yeah. Is
then
that what's happening?
that's
Like, we're-
that's sort of like I don't know. That's just like weird. That's just
marketing.
I know. I mean. It's definitely marketing. It's definitely good,
Yeah.
promotion and publicity. But at the same time, it's like,
he said you're exploiting someone else's talent.
yeah.
That, like Drake did his whole career.
Oh, that's rough.
You heard it here first. Shawnee Heggs said, Drake, your whole career is...
Shorty Hags coming in hot.
I like him. I like some Drake songs, but like, I don't know, dude. Like that shit don't make sense to me. You don't write your own shit. You don't make up your own dance moves. Like,
Well, no, he did. He made up that John from
he might as well be a fucking wrestler.
Hotline Bling. Oh, he definitely didn't make that up. A choreographer did.
Choreographer made that up. Everybody,
He still did it, though.
it is what it is. He's an entertainer.
Hotline Bling.
He's an
That
entertainer.
can only mean one thing.
Man, it's rough though.
The whole Young Money squad's entertainment, though. Like that's what it's about.
But like, hold on, wait. Didn't Tyga leave Young Money?
I think he's still doing it.
And I've been.
I
What,
think he did leave.
I'm not saying. I'm pretty sure he did leave him because he has that whole big issue with Birdman. Like they even talked about it on Wild 'N Out when he was on that
Young
joint.
Money or Cash Money did he leave? Because Cash Money's Birdman, Young Money's Wheezy.
Yeah, but it's whoever he was.
Well,
signed
Young
to.
Money is actually under
Cash
Cash
Money.
Money.
Not no more.
Oh yeah,
Lawsuit went
Weezy
through.
did separate that joint.
Yeah, the lawsuit. A couple, I think like a month ago. Maybe two.
Yeah, I do remember hearing something about that. That Young Money was separate now from Cash Money.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure Tyga was always signed to Young Money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if he left anybody, he left Young Money.
Young Money.
Yeah, man.
Young Moolah.
Yeah, that they
Lil
brought that
Wayne's
up
doing
on.
this shit still, man. He's still skating on.
Well, he said he wanted to stop rapping and get into skating. He wanted to become a professional skater. I remember reading that somewhere.
Got a lot of work.
Yeah.
That's what he
Last
just,
time I seen him, he couldn't even do a 50-50.
last time you seen him, so like you ran into him recently.
Yeah, FDR.
Oh, all right. That's your bull.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. We need to have a side talk
I was
after this
Weezy
now,
before
Sean.
he was F Baby. Like, you know what I mean? I knew. I just knew.
Said I was
Weezy.
a weeds before you F baby.
You were the one who gave him the idea, right?
Yeah, we were all
Yo, you know,
smoking
why don't
blunt.
you just call yourself Wheezy F Baby?
Yeah.
And then you could definitely say the keys to the Sadies. There you go. We the Patron,
I
even
fuck
in
with
the
Weezy.
AM.
He just dropped something new a couple weeks ago. Visine.
Yeah, you was telling us about that. We gotta listen to that. We
It,
gotta
it
listen to
sounds
that.
like old Weezy. Like fucking Drought 2. Drought 2 Weezy. Yeah.
And then in pop culture news,
Pop culture.
we're gonna go into this last little tidbit that because the last time we talked about this, which y'all will hear eventually, we brought up about Cardi having the baby. Now it's also being reported that she turned down upwards of 100,000 grand. Well, 100,000 grand, 100,000 G's
Cardi.
for a picture. Yo, could you imagine that, yo? Like you have a kid.
You have a kid?
You have a kid and Why would you show me that? You have a kid and somebody wants to give you 100 G's for a picture.
That's fucking creepy.
No, I mean obviously it's great, but but you're famous though, and at that point it's like whoever breaks the first picture of your kid. It's either you could control it or you let some random person sneak up on you and take a picture. Like, you know what I mean? So like they're going to want to control it. It's just when do you want to show it? And most stars go the route of waiting a couple months. You know what I mean? They don't show it once the kid's born, although some people do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, 100 G's. 100 G's. And that means
they're gonna make it off their next song together.
If they hold out,
they got a sample of the baby in the song.
Oh God, didn't Jay-Z do that? Yeah, in the song Blue Ivy.
Yeah,
there's a sample of her in it.
Eminem did it though.
That shit's fucking crazy.
97 Bonnie and Clyde. When he kills Kim and he got his daughter rid of.
Or she's also in the one song, My Dad's Gone Crazy.
Haley song.
There's really nothing else to say. I can't explain.
That's honestly my favorite Eminem verse. The third verse in that.
Oh yeah,
the way he flips
make
it.
You cry,
yeah.
take you by surprise at the same time.
That's what we're doing now.
Oh, dude, it's so nasty.
It's so nasty.
Because the whole song's funny, and then the last verse
he's just like, no,
these songs
bipolar.
can make you cry, take you by surprise at the same time. Can make you dry your eyes.
You're not about to sit here and rap this shit then.
Bars, bro.
Bars.
Fucking
Alright, well, we're drawing near the end now, folks. It was definitely...
drawing anything.
We are drawing.
You're in the fuck
Shout out
out of
buzzing,
here.
man.
Thanks for spending your Sunday with us.
Spark up in the building.
SparkUp.
Woo! None of you niggas gon' check me. All of you will respect me. Don't talk to me like I'm soft. Bitch, nigga, I'm a boss. I don't mind paying the cost for anybody turn up laws. I got 2 chicks on my side. They always down the ride. I be steady chasing paper. Stay stunting on these haters. I tell a hater, see you later. I done got me a caterer. Shorty scooped me up real fast. A couple people said it won't last. Guess what? Shot having blast, so everybody can kiss my ass. I see right through you haters.